Women's leadership is going to be a decisive factor in moving us through this critical transition from breakdown to breakthrough. Within Bioneers, supporting the leadership of women and restoring the feminine to a place of balance has become central to our work. I'd like to briefly trace my journey and share some of my perspectives. When I turned 40, 14 years ago, I began a deep inquiry into my own identity as a woman. I realized I'd navigated most of my professional life until then by relying heavily on my more masculine attributes. I sought to honor more of my feminine side, to appreciate and integrate those parts of myself that I had previously undervalued and so kept largely hidden. I started exploring what qualities and behaviors I associated with each gender and began practices to begin restoring balance to myself. I saw the same imbalance of overvaluing qualities associated with the masculine and devaluing those identified with the feminine reflected everywhere I looked. I saw the destructive consequences of that inequality as it impacts individuals, institutions, our society, and our ability to live respectfully and sustainably with the earth. I knew that life at its best is a dance of complementary parts, of light and shadow, mind and body, spirit and nature. I realized that promoting women's leadership and restoring balance to the feminine belonged at the heart of Bioneers. So in 1997, I created a plenary called Restoring the Feminine. I included women leaders from many fields: authors, artists, scholars, scientists, healers, and activists. We experienced our first deep drink of what it felt like to bring together diverse perspectives to explore this complex topic, and it opened a wellspring of creative exploration. In 2002, I convened a retreat for 34 diverse women leaders called Unreasonable Women for the Earth. Our goal was to envision together a broadly based and inclusive women's movement with the earth at its heart. Jody Evans, Medea Benjamin, and Diane Wilson attended, and, inspired by the visions at the retreat, they founded Code Pink Women for Peace 4 months later. Yeah. Then we launched our radio series and began featuring shows annually that explored and helped promote multicultural women's voices, visions, and perspectives. I wanted to go deeper. In 2006, in partnership with Toby Hertzlich and Akaya Windwood, we co-created the Cultivating Women's Leadership Intensives. We began offering 6-day residential trainings to probe what leadership means to women, to explore how it differs from conventional male models, to encourage women to overcome internalized limitations, and to learn how women can strengthen each other's capacity. To date, over 220 diverse women leaders have participated, reporting significant and enduring impacts to their leadership, lives, and communities. Last year, Annika Campbell and I edited an anthology called Moonrise: The Power of Women Leading from the Heart. The book is being used in colleges as curriculum for women's studies, leadership and social change, and multiculturalism classes, and I'm proud to say includes 3 great men. Through this 14-year multifaceted engagement with women's leadership and the feminine, I came to see how these issues are essential for us all, individually and collectively, to navigate this transition that we face. The gender balance within our social systems is negatively impacting everyone and everything. 2 facts are clear. Women's leadership is ascendant and on the rise, and it's probably the single most effective and leveraged strategy we could invest our hearts, minds, and resources into to shift our course toward an earth-honoring, just, and healthy future. Here's a snapshot of what we know. Evidence continues to reveal that investing in women benefits the entire social and environmental system. When women's rights and security are advanced, measurable improvements follow in critical areas like public health, crime and violence reduction, children's well-being and education, social justice, ecological sustainability, and many more. International research has shown that the greater the power of women, the greater a country's economic success. Aid agencies have begun promoting political quotas in about 100 countries in an effort to propel more women into positions of power to improve the nation's economies and governance. And as you all know, this year's Nobel Peace Prize was just awarded to 3 inspired women leaders for their work promoting justice and peace. Yeah. Through the well-being of women and girls. I sat in our living room and wept as the distinguished chairman of the Nobel Committee said, "We cannot achieve democracy and lasting peace in the world unless women obtain the same opportunities as men to influence developments at all levels of society." Yeah. And we have a long, long way to go. In this country, women are featured in only 21% of all news subjects and hold 3% of the top leadership positions in Fortune 500 companies, and still comprise only 17% of the US House and Senate, a number that has not improved since 1972. Yeah. Globally, the statistics are even more problematic. Women perform 2/3 of the world's work while earning 10% of income and owning only 1% of global financial assets. Of the 1.2 billion people in the world living in poverty, 70% are women. And 1 in every 3 women has suffered or will suffer domestic or sexual abuse. In recent years, I've come to realize that women have a unique empathic window on injustice. That in this time when the earth and our common humanity call out for all of our leadership, we can no longer devalue any segment of our people, whether through sex, race, age, class, or any other ism that divides us. We cannot continue to denigrate, waste, dominate, or discard women, people of color, poor people, or the earth. Prioritizing this change is not only the right thing to do, or the necessary thing, or even the most strategic, though I believe it is all of those. It's also the most joyful, authentic, healing, and revitalizing thing we could do. I believe, thank you. I believe this is what Dr. Martin Luther King meant by invoking beloved community. When I experience it, I become so alive with gratitude, love, and high voltage renewable energy that I feel ecstatic. As we reclaim our fullest individual capacities and engage our political will, we can stand together to rebuild our communities and reclaim the soul of our humanity. In reviewing the Moonrise program's beginnings in 1997, I realized that my original vision has remained largely constant. I believe more than ever that our charge today is to proactively and energetically support the leadership of women at the same time we embrace and bring about a genuine balance of the healthy masculine and feminine in our societies and in ourselves. It is all connected. Restoring the feminine is about transforming ourselves and about treating every aspect of life as sacred. Won't you join me in reclaiming our full range of expression as human beings and help restore our exquisite living home to a future of health, resilience, and balance? Thank you. Thank you.